What is going on, guys? It is Duke, and today we are back looking at some strong Town Hall 11 attacks. We're looking at 11v11 war hits here on the channel, hanging over with my boys at Orion's Nebula. These guys can really kick it in war, doing a great job up and down, and even when it comes to clan games, these boys don't play around, right? Pretty much knocking it out of the box within the first few hours. Basically, time left over. I think there was like 2 days left over on the last clan games. These guys are killers, so make sure if you're looking for a high-end war clan, make sure you check them out, search them up. Go on their Discord channel. I'll post that down below. Everything is good, but this time, 11 versus 11. Now, usually with the high-end wars, you get 10s going up and hitting 11s for 2 stars, 11s dipping down in the 10s. But not in this war. We're going to check out. We're going to check out some amazing hits. We're talking about a giant laden bow witch attack. Usually you'd have golems mixed in or no golems at all. But this time you're going to see a nice front of giants getting in there and just basically laying the groundwork for the attack. Kind of like the old school wars back in like the Roman days. You would have the front line of guys who pretty much knew they were not coming home. They were up there to just be taken out, to pave the way for the rest of the troops to go through, the warriors. But we're going to check it out. IB4 Alabama going in 10 giants, 10 witches, 15 bowlers. Now, as you can see, he lays down all the giants at once, all of the witches at once behind them, and then the bowlers in the line. So you basically have 3 lines of troops here. And now where the giant differs from the golem is the giants are faster. They might not have as much DP. They might not be able to take as much damage. But if you have 10 of them in there, they can really do enough work where they're not going to last the entire raid here. You'll see them go pretty quick, but it's really enough for the back-end troops to take a huge swing at these bases and just, like I said, lay the groundwork for the rest of the attack. Because by the time the bowlers and the witches get in there, the damage is done and there's so much taken out to that point where you don't need them left over. We see we have a few giants left, but really their job is to soak up the first portion, the first wave of the defenses going in, and they basically let the rest of the troops do everything they can. So this seems to be a very strong attack strategy, a little bit different. I know we've seen that over the past few months, but at the 11v11 level, seeing it with this success. So it's pretty cool to see giants in there for something other than farming. I feel like like I said, over the last few months, we've seen giants mingled in here and there, almost in like a surgical type of attack way. But it's a good way to use an alternate other than golems, and you know they take up such a huge storage space of 30. But like I said, you can get five giants for that 30. So you really, actually no, 6. Sorry, 6. Got to do the math right. So you can get 6 giants. Maybe have a few left over for some of these bowlers or another witch or so. But very strong attack nonetheless. Like I said, this was a number 3 hitting the number 111 on a war map. Orion's Nebula were able to go ahead, take down the Dragon Rejects, mainly because of their play at 11 versus 11, and this was the attack strategy that was basically demolishing the Town Hall 11. So if you can go ahead and do these type of hits and be successful, you can really set the tone for the war and just really knock your opponent out of the box and put pressure on them to go up and possibly do the 11 versus 11s, and they might not be as comfortable with. But IB4 Alabama coming in here now, taking on number 2 Bruno. Now we're going to see he's going to be coming from the other side. Same composition, 10, 10, and 15. He's got 3 jump spells, 1 rage, and 1 heal. Like I said, all the lines are down in the different waves. Coming in with your heroes, bowlers, in the clan castle. You're going to make a nice a funnel here for pathing your troops right up to the center. But as you can see, he's going to jump once, jump a second time, and then a third jump will be on the back end there. So bowlers coming around each side. You got witches going north. The center of this base will get taken out by the heroes. Rage spell right in the core there where the Eagle Artillery is. And as you can see, it goes down quick. Another jump to get to the back end of this base. But right now it looks like no giants are left, but half of the base has been totally destroyed. So you really do not need the giants because, you know, once you get to the second half of the base, your troops are going to have a lot of strength and health left. So you're going to be able to just do a lot of damage. And even if one side of the base, they kind of take over your troops, you have enough on the other side. As you can see, we have a whole boatload of bowlers on the left-hand side of this one. They're going to be coming around, some witches doing their job up north, but we still have, looks like the Grand Warden in the middle there. It looks like the Queen is making her way through that top compartment. Couple giant bombs going off. We have a Dark Elixir storage standing in the way from the Queen, but no one's attacking her. But there's enough bowlers and enough skeletons being spawned up at this point to where it's going to overwhelm the defenses at the last part of this base. So extremely strong. It's not too often you see a 6-pack by Town Hall 11 going up against Town Hall 11s, but IB4 Alabama just went ahead and just smoked it. So kudos out to you for bringing this amazing attack strategy, which, like I said, I haven't seen too often, because like I said, you usually see 10s hitting the 11s, but this time 10s are doing their job. So we got Infinite coming in here against Dragon Rejects, also with the same style of attack. 10 giants down, 10 witches down, and 10 bowlers. So line of troops, all about that, and then you're able to go up and get in there. So like I said, this looks like a maxed out Town Hall 10, less the walls, but the defenses are all crazy. So as you can see, he's jumping right up in there. 3 jump spells, a rage. This time he drops the rage early for the bowlers entering the base. We got Clan Castle coming out. They're going to be taken out pretty easily, and drops a jump spell on the back end. So you can see the strength of this one. It is really strong. There's not a lot of rocket science to it. If you can get a proportional style base where you can kind of get a flat end on the one side, as you can see, that's where the previous 2 hits happened. But if you can get a flat end of a wall section here and just jump right on through, it looks like it can go well. So it could be spammy, if you will, but you got to make sure you drop your jumps in the right compartments there to be able to get them all the way through. You do not want them held up in the center of the base on a compartment, but it looks like it is a very strong attack, so make sure you are practicing it in your friendly challenges. You always have to do that. There's a lot of times guys ask me, hey, will this army composition work at this level with these hero levels? And all I can really say to them is just test it out. You don't have to take it and jump right into war. Really what you want to do is take it and test it out. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, and also everyone's not going up against these max style bases like you're seeing right here. So test it out. That's what friendly challenges are for. Make sure you run it maybe half a dozen times in your friendly challenges so that you're comfortable with it, so that you can see the mechanics of the attack and the raid and how your troops will run through here. Wrapping this one up here, taking out the elixir storage. We have all kinds of skeletons left and spawned up from those witches. So Infinite dropping another triple. So high level war clans, make sure you're checking out low level. Maybe you only have 1 Town Hall 11. If you take out that opposing Town Hall 11, that could be all she wrote for your war. So this is a big one. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you comment down below. Is this something that maybe your clan is using? Something that they could use? Make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this. We're going to be jumping into more Town Hall 10s, Town Hall 11s. I'm going to try and do some farm videos. A lot of guys are asking me about farming at Town Hall 11. And we will catch you guys later.